Good morning, everybody. Shalithia, so good seeing you. Hope my girl is doing okay. Tell her I said hey. So, let me get right into what we're going to talk about today. Had a conversation yesterday with the professor in Reagan, and this thought came to me. The one thing that controls everything. The one thing that controls everything. What is that one thing that controls everything? It's your habits. The one thing that controls everything are our habits. Think about it. Our habits, the things that we do habitually every day on a routine, is the one thing that controls everything. Shouldn't we pay more attention to something that is this powerful? Shouldn't we do our best to control this entity of our lives? If it's the one thing that controls everything? Habits. Here's a challenge with habits that I found out. Our habits are usually too small to be recognized until they're too strong to be broken. If we don't pay attention to them, if we don't watch our habits, they're usually too small to be recognized until they're too strong to be broken. I think we need to pay more attention to these things because they're the one thing that controls everything. And how do I create better habits? Because they're so small. I know any doctor would tell you something about early detection. If we can catch it early enough, maybe we can do something about it that will stop something bigger from happening further down the line. They're normally so small that we don't pay attention to them until it's like a wildfire and they're totally out of control. Our habits. I think it's time that we pay closer attention to our habits. And we need to find out ways to create better habits. 4 ways to create better habits. A habit is like a comfortable bed. It's easy to fall into, but boy, it's hard to get out of. And the truth of the matter is, if we think about it carefully, if we don't master our habits will master us. I'm going to give you 4 ways, but I'm only going to give you one a day to really chew on, to really think about. 4 ways to create better habits. This may be the hardest one right here. Admit it and do something about it. This may be the hardest one right here to get past when I have to admit it. Admit the need for transformation. And then do something about it, because at the end of the day, no one else can change you but you. Admit it and do something about it. See, our goal is to transform our lives into the best version of ourselves. We want to constantly transform our lives into the best version of ourselves. So we have to admit it and do something about it, which means I'm going to take full responsibility in transforming myself. Here's what the proverb said. Proverb gives us so much wisdom. It said, a man who refuses to admit his mistakes can never be successful. A man who refuses to admit his mistakes can never be successful. This is not just admitting mistakes to other people. This is talking about admitting your mistakes to yourself. But if he confesses and forsakes them, he gets another chance. Because at the end of the day, you can't change anybody but yourself. You can influence people, you can inspire people, you can mentor people, you can inform people, but you can't change anybody. Learn something new by admitting this is where I made a mistake. Put it into practice, and then surround yourself with people that's going to support you. This is ultimately what everybody is basically responsible for. Learn something new. Put it into practice. And then surround yourself with people that's going to support you. That's going to say, okay, I got you. A positive supporter. Learn something new. Put it into practice. And surround yourself with people that's going to support you. So simple and so easy. But we can't do anything until we first admit it and do something about it. Because at the end of the day, nobody can change you but you. Have a great and marvelous day today. Have a great and marvelous day today. Those who are giving their,
the glory of God fell and
take a look at this, y'all. This was so cool. This was so cool. One of the greatest experiences we've had. You need to join us this Saturday at 10 o'clock. Thank you so much, Pastor T. You always take the But yeah, this is what's going on Saturday. As we get together. Yeah, thank you, Dee. This is so cool, man. The glory of God fell outside. Makes me want to wonder why we ever need to go inside. Oh boy. Yeah. Able to really minister to people one-on-one. This week is going to be communion at the same time. Giving outside communion. Can you imagine what that's going to feel like? One-on-one communion with Pastor Fran and myself. And then a word for you. And then a corporate message. And then the glory of God is going to fall in. Drive in from Mississippi. Drive in from Alabama. Drive in from Port Allen.
people were worshiping, still social distance, still wearing masks, making sure we are abiding by the rules of our city and our state to make sure we take control of this virus. But the glory of God came in a great way.
Up in a new car. So I came Saturday morning, but he's gone for a car. This is the new one I got right here. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock is going to be great. Did everybody have an opportunity to sow? He gives seed to the sowers. Thank you, Pastor T. And then multiplies the seed sown. Today you got one thing to think about, and that is about you. How I have to admit it, and then I need to do something about this thing in my life. Because the man who refuses to admit his mistakes can never be successful. But if he confesses them to himself, forsakes them to himself, he gets another chance. That's what we want. That's what we want. We love y'all. I'm going to hang out with the Professor and Reagan. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody that gave. Go hang out with the Professor and Reagan. And then tonight, Pastor Fran and I, right here, 7:30, live with the Loves. Love y'all. Love, live, inspire. You have a great day.